Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has only basically moved sideways today, a little bit of upside. As suggested earlier today, we could get that higher B wave here. This is still on the table. How high we really go is really hard to say because if it's a B wave, it's really hard to forecast and to predict. I showed you a resistance area in which the B wave could go between 30,170 and 32,570, and that's still valid. The overall assumption is that we're currently in a wave 2. That wave 2 consists of an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. The question is the B wave already finished? Was it finished yesterday? It approached our resistance area yesterday and reacted obviously quite strongly. Since then it has recovered quite a bit. And I suggested earlier today we might get a high B wave. It is hard to say really, but I think it's going to go that way. So wave 1 to the upside, A wave down, then the larger B wave, and then come down and C. So I still eventually would expect at the moment another low in the C wave. But bear in mind, this is all part of an overall bullish scenario. Important would be for this bullish scenario to play out to hold the 22K level. I'm not saying we will go down all the way to 22K. Someone asked me in the previous video why I'm so keen for Bitcoin to go down that way. Well, I'm not. It doesn't need to go down that low. Anywhere in the yellow support area would be fine. It can, of course, be higher. Yeah, it doesn't even need to come down to the 38.2 fib level. This is purely support, okay? And it's all about probabilities. But what I can tell you is that a pullback like this, after an increase like this from the 10th of March, to the 14th of April would be unusually shallow. And price action just would suggest at this time that we will come down a bit lower. Either directly in the C wave or that we finish the B wave first. It is a bit unclear, unfortunately. B waves are unclear. That's why we have a couple of scenarios. And a few people asked me about, could I sketch out the micro count? Well, that is really, really difficult. I think what might be happening here, if we go to the 15-minute chart, I have a problem to count really here a 5-wave move to the upside. Yeah, I mean you can make anything work, but it's difficult. I mean, to me at least it's not a clear 5-wave move up. So I mean what might be happening is again within this. I mean, again, this larger B wave here, that might even be a WXY. So what might be happening is that we say, okay, we moved up in a W, this is an X wave, and we're now moving up in a Y wave, and in here we have an A, B, C. It's really, there's no point giving you a micro count for this, because sometimes, especially in a corrective wave structure, doesn't make any sense. So this is the, let's say, the lowest time frame, I think, where we can currently work with subwave structures. Everything else would just be purely made up and will change most likely because it's a corrective wave structure, an ABC, yeah. And it's especially it's not very clear. So this choppy up and down, I mean, it has this space to move within this scenario. I think that's how we should frame it. I highlighted to you that as long as we stay above yesterday's low. So we talk here about 27,260 roughly, this low here. A higher B wave is possible. So in a C wave of B, or as I said, it could be a WXY in B. And then we should reach this resistance here between 30,171 and 32,572. We can use the Fibonacci extension tool to try to forecast a little bit more accurately the target for this C wave to the upside. So we can do that by taking the length of the A wave and we go to the low of the B wave, and we're looking for, first of all, like the 1-to-1 ratio. Now that's the very first target that would point here just to 30.2K, which is just where this resistance starts again, would be a double top, basically same height as yesterday's high, which touched 30K. Or the 1.618 extension at 32K. I think they are very likely targets. Besides that, there is not too much more to add here. Another idea I had, and this is purely speculative at the moment, and is however something to watch out for, is that the white B wave here could of course unfold as a triangle. And the triangle would play out as something like that: A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave, and then it would move down. Like a contracting triangle, yeah? Something like that, roughly. But either way, I expect furthermore lower prices eventually in this C wave of wave 2. The question is just, how do we get there? Do we go directly here with this ABC in white, or do we take a larger B wave and then come down? Only really above 32,572, I would consider that a more substantial low has been made, and we're already in the third wave to the upside. So condition really is here the overall 22K level that this is holding to maintain an overall bullish stance here. We of course change our view if support breaks, because in the end it's not about being biased, it's about being objective and focusing on the trend, and when the trend changes we adjust. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.